Hey everyone, what's up? Tom the Dilettante here. Hope everyone's doing well, and welcome to my first ever live streaming YouTube event. So I've tested this thing out last night, and I noticed that there's a pretty big delay. So if I'm a little slow in getting back to your comments, please forgive me. There's about a 30-second delay between this app's transmission and actual YouTube. So with that said, thank you for everyone for joining. Yeah, Cool Quest, rock and roll, TP Seeker, action, lights dimming. Yeah, I tell you what, man. Those of you that have been following along know that I started this YouTube thing just sort of as a COVID hobby almost a year ago to the day. And I think this is probably the pinnacle of pushing me outside my comfort zone as far as the YouTube's been concerned. But this is awesome. So thank you all for joining me. 26 watching, holy smokes. So in addition to this being my first ever live YouTube stream, I actually have some great stuff for you today. So I was prompted to do this, well, not prompted, I was encouraged to do this, get me out of my complacency because of Radioddity. Radioddity is a recent partner of mine. They reached out to me to give me some good stuff and see if I would promote their radios. And if you watch my GM30 review, you'll know that I've actually never heard of them up till a few months ago. And so after checking them out, I noticed that, yeah, they got some cool stuff to offer. And so I did a review on the GM30, liked it so much. This is the one they sent me. And I actually bought another one so I can have two. And I bought a third one that I ended up giving to the Adventure Zombie when I met up with him down in Southern Illinois. He was on my video helping me do the test. So they're celebrating their 9th anniversary. Oh, first live stream. Hey, better than people have done live streams before. Hold on, I'm going to show that. You'd think I know what I'm doing, right? I mean, with all these cool banners and things. So this tool, StreamYard, I was actually inspired to use by Ham Radio Dude. If anyone is subscribing to other amateur radio folks, I'll share a list of some of my personal favorites. Ham Radio Dude actually did this, and I saw this powered by StreamYard thing up in the corner. Figured I'd give it a check out. And so yeah, that's what I'm using today. So the success will hinge on that. Anyway, Radioddity is celebrating their 9th birthday, and let me see if I can switch over to their site here. On the 18th, so starting in 2 days, I would highly encourage you to check this out. So if you're interested in a couple of good quality, low-cost entry-level radios, that's what I'm calling them anyway, check out their site. Starting the 18th, they're going to have 15% off site-wide. And pardon me if I sound like a commercial here, but I actually am sold on this stuff, and I'll tell you why in a moment. So in addition to having 15% off site-wide starting on the 18th, they have a 42% off flash sale that I'll be looking for. And as part of their anniversary, they actually reached out to me and are sponsoring a few giveaways. They are sponsoring the giving away of a GM30, so that handheld that I tried not too long ago and that I really enjoy, and one of their newer mobile rigs, this DB20G. So it's marketed as a 20-watt repeater-capable GMRS mobile radio. They actually recently sent me one to test, and I'm going to put it head-to-head against the Midland, what is this guy, the 275. So this Midland 275 is what I've had in my Crosstrek for some time now. I really like it. And we'll see how well the Radioddity stacks up against that one. Look for a review on that sometime soon. Pull up a chair. All right. Hey, Chad, thank you for the encouragement. We'll see live streams. Let's see if this one works out well. So what I'm going to do, out of respect for everyone's Sunday, I'll certainly stick around after this, but I want to promise that I'll get the giveaways done within the first 15 minutes or so of this live stream. So in case you want to bail, you can do that. I'm also using a tool from StreamYard called this giveaway tool. And the way it's going to work, let me bring up another thing here. This multitasking is hella crazy. All right, so we'll be drawing winners for the following. We have one DB20 GMRS mobile unit, and these are Radioddity's rules, not mine, so I'm just going to read them as verbatim. This is for US only, one GM30 handheld, also US only, and 3 $20 e-gift cards for US or European Union, forgive me. The way I'm going to do it is we'll have one prize per winner. This way, okay, I'm sure someone, if the tool might pull the same name multiple times, but just to make sure we can spread the love here, we're going to do one prize per winner. So if the tool does bring the same name twice, we'll draw again until someone who hasn't won is picked. And here's sort of the stipulations. Winners have to create an account on Radioddity's website because the winners will get their prizes from Radioddity directly. I'm not the responsible for shipping them. And so in that account, you'll fill in a mailing address, and that's what Radioddity will use to send you your stuff. And the one thing I'm really not sure how to deal with at this point, but I'm hoping you all can help me out, is that in order for me to notify Radioddity of who has won, I need you, after you've won, to please send me the email account that you're using for your Radioddity login. And that's what I'll send over to them. Please send that no later than 10 p.m. tomorrow. And that way I can notify them, and they were planning on sending stuff out starting the 17th or 18th. All right. Any questions so far? How's the audio? Can you guys hear me okay? Am I peaking? Am I clipping? Am I driving anyone nuts? Let's see. Put the link in chat. Yes, sir, will do. Thank you for that. So that is going to be www.radioddity.com. All right, I'll put the full 9th anniversary link in the chat here soon. All right. So I did mention that this whole setup for the live stream was inspired by another YouTuber named Ham Radio Dude, and I want to use it as a short segue to recognize people who are probably unwittingly serving as my virtual Elmers and have been for the last year or so. So if you're not a subscriber to some of these channels, and I'm not here to sell them, I don't know these guys, I haven't really talked to them in person ever. Trying to work out something with the Smokin' Ape. He reached out to me, which is humbling and awesome. Smokin' Ape, Ham Radio Dude, owners of a couple channels that I found extremely helpful as far as getting me on board with amateur radio stuff. Dave Kassler and Ham Radio Concepts are two other channels that I've really enjoyed as far as learning a lot of the details for amateur radio. Ham Radio 2.0, this guy's a trip, he's pretty cool. KB9VBR, Michael, he's up in Wisconsin. Probably the closest one that I know of. I would love to meet some of these people in person, but they are so full of knowledge, it's incredible. So I would highly encourage checking these out. And then a last couple that I would like to recommend is Ham Radio Crash Course and Modern Ham. And I'm not omitting anyone maliciously. These are just some of the top ones that come to my mind when I think of those that have inspired me and enabled me to learn more about the amateur radio hobby since I started about a year ago. So that being said, check the comments. Audio is good. Thank you guys so much. Looks kind of scary. Me? All right. So the way this is going to work is, well, the way this tool is supposed to work is that I'm going to ask you all to submit some kind of text string. So let's use the first text string as hashtag GMRS. And when I start doing this, if you enter hashtag, oh crap, hold on, don't do that. I can't even spell. Hashtag GMRS. If you enter hashtag GMRS, lowercase, in the comments, that should put you as an entry for this drawing. So I'll give it a minute or so. I should be able to monitor the number of entries rolling in. So give it a shot. Hopefully you guys can see that. Yes, cool quest. That is an awesome lineup. Ape and Dude, they do rock. Holy smokes. Okay, that all happened at once. We got 9 entries so far. Outstanding. 13. This one is going to be, I'm going to start at the top of the list. You know, a lot of people like to start at the bottom, maybe with the gift cards and work up. I'm going to start at the top with the mobile rig. All right. So this will be for the DB20G, their newer mobile rig, and that is this guy right here. While we're waiting for a couple of submissions to come in, its features include plug and play, long range talking up to 20 miles in the open air, mountain trail 10 miles, 9 customizable repeater channels. And you know what? I actually have one here. Let's see how the entries are coming. 20 entries so far. I'm going to give it a little bit more time. This is the box. It's a rather small box. And if you're curious as to its form factor, it's nice and compact. I actually kind of dig it. I'm looking forward to testing this thing. If you were to compare it against the Midland 275, you can see it's very similar in size. The main difference that I see out of these is that the Radioddity has the display on the radio itself, as opposed to the Midland having the display on the handheld part. but the handheld part of the Radioddity is about comparable in size. So look forward to testing this thing. I will certainly share with you the results of that. But in the meantime, we've got 23 entries. GMRS. Cool Quest. Add a hashtag in front of that, please. I just see GMRS. Hashtag GMRS, lowercase, will get you entered. T-Ray, KI5QYY has to be lowercase. Thank you for confirming. Yeah, I'm not sure if this thing's case sensitive, but just for safety purposes, let's go ahead and enter it all lowercase. All right, we still got a couple rolling in. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds and we'll do our first drawing for the DB20. And then after that, we'll do the drawing for the GM30, the handheld, and that'll be a different hashtag. Alec, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, enough of the suspense. Call that 30 seconds up. Gosh, I hope this button works. Let's draw. Kind of wish I had a Price is Right audio to go over that wheel, you know. Get my pen out. And who is going to win? Thibault? Sorry if I'm not pronouncing that right. Even more sorry if that's a pop culture reference that I am just not getting. So congratulations, Thibault. Thibault. So if you can, please send me your information. So one, you'll need to sign up on Radioddity's site, sign up for an account. You'll use whatever email address that you want in order to sign up for an account there. And in that account, you're going to enter in your mailing address. And that's what they'll use to send you your gear. And then in order for me to notify them of your winnings, please send me the email account that you're using on Radioddity to either dilettante369@gmail.com, or if you're on Instagram, you can hit me up at TomTheDilettante. So send that to me, please, no later than tomorrow, 10 p.m. Central, and I'll make sure Radioddity gets that. And congratulations. This is cool. All right. Let me back up out of here. So the next one is going to be for the GM30. And again, you know, I was terribly impressed. I've been rolling with those two different models of Midlands for the last year or so. And then once I got this Radioddity GM30, man, I tell you what, I'm just a huge fan of this thing. So for this one, let us do, you know, I'm inspired by my shirt. I don't know if you can see that. It's an old school Transformer shirt. Let's do hashtag Autobot. I'm a dork, and if you all can't get on board with that one, then I might not be the channel for you. So hashtag Autobot. Enter that if you'd like the GM30. We'll give it some time. Again, all lowercase. Curious as to the demographics of you viewers. You all like Transformers? Any of y'all fellow 80s kids? There we go. Fantastic. 24 entries so far. We'll give a little bit more time. And the GM30, so I don't know if you haven't seen my video, aside from being a GMRS radio, you can pick up terrestrial FM stations on it with a 2.5, one of the features that I really like, with a 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter jack. You can plug this into a portable Bluetooth speaker and enhance the audio quality. And you can sit there and jam out to your radio just through this thing. In the Chicago area, I know a lot of you folks probably have digital encrypted EMS and police radio in your area, but in Chicago, I can listen to EMS and police traffic. And I think one of the things I really like about this, as I mentioned, pardon me if you can't see all this, with the radio and a cheap little $9 Baofeng hand unit, this Kenwood K1 connector, the standard style, you can plug this guy in. And I actually had this rolling in my car just like this for a little while. I had one viewer ask me what mount I had set up for this thing. If you're not familiar with them, check out Lido mounts, L-I-D-O mounts. They've got a variety of great radio mounts to use in your car. Nah, fam, Star Trek. All right, well, you know what? Might have to, so temporary offline ham radio. You more of a original Star Trek or next gen? kind of curious about that one. Babylon 5. Whoa. All right, we'll tell you what. We've got 33 entries for the GM30. It looks like those have pretty much rolled in. Let's do the second drawing. Cue the Wheel of Fortune wheel noise. I ain't touching nothing. Swear to God, this is totally random. Blame the site. Temporary offline ham radio. Congratulations. Oh, this is fun. Hey, well, as a Star Trek fan, I can totally get on board with you winning that. So forgive me. Let me just write this down really quick. I'd be curious as to the background of your name. How long have you been offline? All right, congratulations. Temporary offline ham radio. Put you down for that GM30. It's a sweet deal. If you're anything like me, it'll probably be the first of several. You know, when I was testing this out, I was neglecting my friends in the comments to make sure I'm getting you all here. Handhelds are great for spotting. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, so here, let me show this comment here. Oops. So TP Secret points out that as far as connecting with other folks, the handhelds are great for spotting. I can attest to that. I went to Colorado last October with my best friend who drives a Land Cruiser. You might have seen his car in the Wisconsin winter trip that I did a video on. And at the time, we had a couple of GMRS radios. And absolutely, the mobile rig with a mag mount antenna on the outside is awesome for the road. And then having a couple of HDs so you can just jump out and do some spotting is a fantastic combination. So yes, I echo that sentiment very much. Ask Tom to come on Nuggets. T-Ray. All right, so those are the two radios. Now again, we've got Radioddity's 9th anniversary coming up, and during then they're going to have 15% off site-wide and some 42% flash sales. That'll be starting on the 18th. So with that, the next three items I have to give away are $20 e-gift cards, right? So that should be pretty cool. I'll take it. Let me go ahead and add this again. What should we use for the next text? Let's see. Ham nuggets, we're interview a ham. You're welcome. Oh, heck yeah, that'd be cool. Well, if I don't make a fool of myself today, here and now, and you still feel like inviting me, send me a note. Temporary offline ham radios. Thank you. So let's see. We covered Autobots. Let's do hashtag something I'm very sad that I have to wait for. Mandalorian. Pardon me if I'm being a jackass by making things hard to spell, but Mandalorian. I'm gonna make that a prerequisite. If you need to know how to spell Mandalorian in order to participate in this first $20 gift card. So hashtag Mandalorian. How many other Star Wars fans do we have out there? This will be for a $20 e-gift card. Let's get those entries rolling in. Five so far. So on the mic, I see it looks like you put in a capital M on Mandalorian. Some a viewer commented earlier that apparently this is case sensitive, so maybe try doing it with all lowercase, please. Would hate for you to miss out. Make the next one easier. And while we're waiting for more entries to roll in, I swear I'm not bought and sold by Radioddity. After I learned of them, I've actually bought a few things from them. For those of you licensed amateurs out there, I'd be curious to know more about your experiences on the 220 band. Until I started with Radioddity, I did not have a 220 radio. So recently I bought two of these Baofeng UV5RX3s. It's a tri-band radio, so 2 meter, 70 centimeter, and 220. And I recently got a 220 base station antenna that I'm looking forward to putting up. Look for a video on that one as well. And that'll be my first experience with 220. I've heard it's a pretty interesting band. I got two of them in case I have any other amateurs that I ride with, because 220, at least in my neck of the woods, isn't leveraged very heavily. And a lot of people like to refer to that band as security through obscurity, because hardly anyone's on it. Let me know if your experiences vary. Hey, Ape, Thank you for joining me. I'm honored. All right, we've got 31 entries for the first of 3 $20 e-gift cards for Radioddity's site. 32. Oh, snap. Y'all gonna hate me when I have to cut this off. Tell you what, I'm gonna start this drawing now, and we've got 2 more to go. Who will be our first winner? KB3HEY. All right. You know, congratulations first. This might make it easier because in case you don't send me your info, I can probably track you down on QRZ. As a matter of fact, I have before. So KB3HEY, congratulations, $20 Radioddity e-gift card. Send me your info. I'll flash up my info again so you can send me the email address that you use for Radioddity's site. I'll flash that up at the end. And yeah, congratulations. All right. We've got 2 more to go here. For the second of 3 Radioddity gift cards, let's not make it a spelling bee. Let's just do #radio, all lowercase. You're welcome. So #radio to enter for the second of 3 gift cards. Let's get them rolling in. SkyQuest, you saw your name go by twice. That's painful. Sorry, I don't control the algorithm, man. All right, very good. Running out of cool things to show and tell here. So while those are rolling in, again, main reason for doing the drawings early on is because I want to be respectful of everyone's Sunday. So after the drawings conclude, you're all more than welcome to boogie, but I'll stick around for a little bit longer in case anyone wants to chat me up. All right, #radio, we got 32 entries. And according to my site, we've got 39 watching. Never in my dreams would I have imagined that many people would be interested in hearing what I have to say on a Sunday afternoon. Must be the free stuff. All right, 32 entries. Let's hit draw. Spence is killing me. Oh, Ape, you almost made it. I have a feeling you got some of these things already. The South Florida DCL. Congratulations. All right, write this down real quick. So starting, what's the 18th? Wednesday, right? Starting Wednesday. Hold on to that thing. Again, Radioddity asked me that I submit the winners by the 17th. So I can only surmise that their intent is to make sure they get you your e-gift cards in time for their sale. All right, congratulations, South Florida DCL. Let me go back one more. And choosing this broadcast. You know, if Ham Radio Dude is either on or watching this or sees this later on, I just want to say thank you, for turning me on to this particular site. I have no idea how to live stream. I've never done this before, but this site seemed to make it pretty easy. All right, for the last one, let's just do #giveaway. One word, lowercase, #giveaway. This will be for the last thing I have to offer today. Again, I'd like to thank Radioddity for sponsoring this giveaway of 2 radios and 3 gift cards. I thought that was pretty awesome of them. Entries so far. Oh, okay, here we go. The scarcity mentality kicks in. The last thing coming up, and got plenty of entries here. And I know no one asked, but I know since I made a video on my favorite handheld, or my current favorite handheld GMRS radio, something I'm looking to do a video on because this thing's capable of doing more than I know what to do with. But I think I had someone ask me before what my favorite handheld amateur radio is. And currently, It's this guy here. I know my screen's minimized, but it's the Yaesu FT3DR. We've got a local Elmer, WA9E, who turned me on to Yaesu's System Fusion C4FM Wires X, and it's pretty darn cool. Recently picked up a DMR radio too that I'm hoping to learn how to use. But Yaesu, if anyone's interested in learning some digital modes, my personal opinion, Yaesu, it just works, plug and play. So, all right, 35 entries. We are going to hit draw for the final gift card, the final thing I have to offer for you all today. Oh, cool quest. You just missed it. I swear to God, it's not rigged. I'm not touching anything. So Daniel, VA3SDO, congratulations. You are the recipient of the final $20 e-gift card for Radioddity, which I hope you can use during their 9th birthday, their 9th anniversary sale coming up later on this week. This is fun. I love being given stuff to give away. All right. Congratulations to all the winners. We had the Thibault temporary offline ham radios, KB3HEY, South Florida DCL, and Daniel VA3SDO. Let me bring up my contact information one more time in case you missed it. Maximize the screen here. So at the very bottom, again, two things that are going to be required of you. One, create an account on the Radioddity website. If you are being shipped something, you'll need to enter in your US mailing address. If you're an e-gift card winner, then I believe you just need the email address. So once you create that account, send me the email address that you've used for that account, either to my email, dilettante369@gmail.com, or if you're on Instagram, go ahead and ping me via private messages at Tom the Dilettante. And then I'll get that submitted over. My deadline was tomorrow. No, I'm sorry, Tuesday, the 17th, which is why I'm giving you a deadline of Monday, 10 p.m. All right. Well, congratulations. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you so much for the comments, too. You really made me feel a little bit more at ease. Those that were on the comments before I went live know that I was expressing that I was pretty friggin' nervous, which is bizarre because, like, in my professional life, I've given presentations to hundreds of people, but I knew the content and I knew what the hell I was going to say. I'm just off the cuff right now. So that being said, if you're here just for the giveaways, please feel free to go ahead and tune off. Since it is my inaugural live broadcast, I thought I would stick around because I know some of you, I recognize some of you from comments in the past, and I don't know if I've answered all of you. If you have any questions or for me, or just want to chat, by all means, hit me up. Live streams do make me sweat, man. Yes, they do. Well, plus it's hot. I don't know. My main studio is really just my detached 1.5 car garage. Oh, let me bring my face back up here. So yeah, my studio is really just my shop. We live in a small 2-bedroom home in the suburbs of Chicago, and there's this 1.5 car garage that I've annexed to use as my shop. It's my mechanic shop, welding, ham shack, all sorts of stuff. And there's no darn AC in here, so it's a little warm. Kyle, thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to have to watch more live streams, to be honest, to know what the heck people talk about. I watch Smoking Ape stuff and Ham Radio Dude. All right. Handheld. Thank you very much. And congrats again to all the winners. Yes, I echo that sentiment. Bill from the Hills. And without a hitch, yes, I know. So this is why I was so nervous. So TP Seeker, thank you. Like I said, I became aware of this streaming software last night. Did a quick proof of concept with my wife and a friend. Worked out a couple of bugs, and then yeah, I just kind of went off the cuff today. So thank you. Careful watching Ape. Yeah. You've seen Ape and Dude. You've seen me. Oh, Chuck, yes, I have. Yes, you're on the Coffee and Ham. Is that you? Fantastic. Ah, I apologize if for not putting your channel up on my list of preferred channels. I will make that correction in the future. Not personal. It wasn't a malicious omission. All right. So let me see. Anything else good for show and tell? Oh yeah. So I mentioned amateur radio stuff. Don't know how many of you are licensed amateurs, or how many of you are here for the overlanding stuff or whatnot. But again, if you're into amateur radio, I can't stress enough how much I am a fan of Yesus, and I pardon, and they're not paying me nothing. So let me just start off here, make a little bit of BS here for a moment. My first radio, back before I even got my ticket, when I was just listening in to understand how to study, was this Yaesu FT60. And this I heard recommended on the air, and I've got no regrets. This thing is a tank. It's not very expensive. It's I can't remember the price, to be honest with you, but great radio. It's analog only, but as a starter radio, if you're ever looking for one to get an amateur radio, I certainly recommend it. If, however, and this was one of the things I didn't know at the time that I probably would have done differently, I like digital modes. I like learning about them. And for a similar price as the FT60, you can get the FT70D. And the main difference here is that this one does the Yaesu digital modes. Had I known then what I know now, I probably would have picked this as my first hand radio. Long way of walkie-talkies. Long way of walkie-talkies. No, I'm going to come back to that one. But yeah, right now I'm just making some bullshit. But I know we had a couple people that commented on some of my videos that are currently studying, and a couple people have asked me questions about what radio I recommend. And if you're really just starting off with your technician license, I would personally recommend getting a decent handheld, just for their portability. In a pinch, you can always put a mag mount antenna and a hand mic and turn it into a mobile radio, and then work your way up to a mobile radio. Every ham's going to have a different opinion, but that would be mine. But then again, if you kind of want the current Yaesu handheld Cadillac, you can afford it. The FT3, fantastic radio. I'm going to spend the next 3 years probably learning just what this thing can do, but what I've learned so far, awesome. 60 is a great radio. All right, yes, sir. You know, I think I've heard you say that before, Abe. Heck, I might have actually learned about that on your channel. I've been watching you guys since before I got my license. Scanner guy. Yeah, scanners are interesting. I actually want to pick up a shortwave scanner, but I'm not really sure what to get. I've been using my SDR, and that's been pretty fun. If you saw my video on that one, it's just one of those 3-minute Thursdays. I never would have guessed by hanging out 60 feet of just random wire in my backyard, I could have picked up so many shortwave signals. Distance test. Yeah, you know, while I've got you guys, if you've got any feedback for me as far as what I could be doing better or differently on the videos, please chime in. I love feedback like TP Seeker's feedback here. This distance test, I almost edited it out because I was worried I was going to lose people and you'd be bored. But the content that I make, honestly, it's just kind of stuff I would make for myself. Ewald, hey, you got your ticket Thursday. Congratulations. Did you get your call sign yet? Wondering how fast the FCC is working about getting things into their database. Yes, Coffee and Ham Radio. It is a good show. I like catching the replays of that. But congrats on getting your ticket. If you're, let me know if you're curious about moving along into the general or extra. I'm currently a general, and the more astute viewers might have realized that sometimes my call sign was KD9PXF, and recently it's N9JDI. It's because I finally succumbed to the desire for a vanity call, and it's a little bit of a dorky thing. So N9JDI, you know, Jedi, or just do it, or whatever, but it rolls off the tongue a heck of a lot better than KD9PXF. Anyway, I'm currently a general license holder, and I'm studying for my extra. And that's actually one of the things that inspired me. I've been studying since last year to start doing a channel, because you get really technical with that extra license, I tell you what. And that's what I started trying to learn some stuff. 54 miles on a 2-meter. Holy smokes. Oh, on a Summit with 5 watts in it. Okay, so you're like running a HT QRP rig right there. That's encouraging. That's fantastic. QRP is another thing I'd like to do. So, all right. This has been fun. I probably need to get inside and start to get dinner ready with the wife. It seems you all like this. Live shows. If you've got some ideas on what I can cover live, anything from a tour of the shop or a deeper dive into a specific radio or a cross-track tour or whatever, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. I have fun just making content, and if I can make something that's useful for you guys, awesome. HFQRP is not my jam. I don't know if it's my jam, to be honest, yet. I haven't tried it. I like hiking. What's for dinner? Honestly, we're feeling lazy today. I think we're going to hit up Panera. I had meatloaf for lunch. Solar panels. Ooh, actually, this reminds me. We have sort of a local ham celebrity in my neighborhood, Hap Holly, KC9RP, and he hosts a website called The Rain Report, where RAIN stands for Radio Amateur Information Network. And if you're in the Chicago area, or actually if you're anywhere in northern Illinois, northwest Indiana, or southern Wisconsin, check out therainreport.com. He has an awesome awesome spreadsheet that shows all the repeaters, all the nets that you can listen in on. And I recently began helping him. I'll probably do a video on this one very soon. He hosts a hamcast, a semi-weekly hamcast every 2 weeks. And the reason this solar panels brought me up on it is he recently did a two-part series on a two-part hamcast on solar arrays and the noise generated by the various transformers. So if you're an HF fan, I actually went over to his house and he let me listen to the noise he gets from his solar transformer on 40 meters, and oh my God, it's deplorable. But he walks through, he interviews another ham from Arizona and talks through how to do it right. So stay tuned for more information on that one. I actually created a YouTube channel for him recently where I'm basically uploading his hamcasts through a different medium. And in so doing, I obviously have to listen to him. And it's not a bad thing. I've actually learned a lot from it. So therainreport.com, check it out. Let's see, fall is right around the corner. Fall videos, yes. Oh, tell me about it. That diesel heater, you know, I'm actually terribly impressed with that little diesel heater. I've got a couple plans for it. This garage that I'm in right now, I'm going to plan on heating it with that little heater over the winter and taking it camping with me. So we'll see how well that pans out. It is hot in the Chicago area. Links in the comments. Yes, thank you. So me, you, 1 second, please. Let me go back and give you the 9th anniversary Radioddity link. All right, I just pasted the Radioddity website link. I'll show it right here. And again, this is their sale that'll be going on from the 18th. You're welcome, sir. Thank you for the reminder. HFCW QRP is great fun. I bet. You know, I took 2 days in a row to try to learn Morse code. There was this website, I can't remember what it was called, but basically you listen to it. I've been told, I really want to learn Morse code. It escapes me right now. But I've been told that you should not learn it by dots and dashes, but rather learn it audibly. And so that's how I was trying to learn it. If some of you who have recently learned, or when you learned Morse code, have any tips on how to best learn it, let me know, because I haven't figured out how to crack that one yet. What do I think of the Kenwood NX5300 portable? You know, to be honest, I don't really have any experience with the Kenwoods yet. I'm limited basically by my wallet. There's a couple of Kenwoods out there that I have seen on the shelf that I'd love to try. I'll check these out. I honestly don't know anything about them, I'm afraid. Dilettante, what does dilettante mean? Google, man. No, so dilettante is just sort of a little bit of a self-deprecating name, is basically a dabbler, one who dabbles in pretty much anything. You know what? Heck, let me show you guys. Divine dilettante. A person who cultivates an area of interest such as the arts without real commitment or knowledge. An amateur interest in the arts. So there's a couple other different definitions of it, but basically a non-professional, an amateur, a dabbler, a tinkerer. So I kind of related to that very closely. But yeah. They're saying Kenwood is getting out of the ham space. Really? You know, I have a couple, there's a couple blind hams in my neighborhood. They're very active on the local repeaters, and they even host multiple nets. And they say Kenwood is one of the only brands that actually has really good support for the visually impaired. So that's unfortunate to hear that Kenwood's getting out. Let's see, what else we got here? Man, these comments are coming quick. Yes, sir. Jack of all trades, master of none. I'm not even a jack of all trades. I'm a jack of many trades, master of none. Chip shortage. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You know, I've had a couple people ask me to do a video or two on how I make my videos. I'm wondering if anyone would be interested in that. The chip shortage reminded me of that. I've got an old PC that I put together, and that thing is just a little underpowered these days for 4K video processing. And speaking of chip shortage, I've been trying to get a hold of a AMD 5900 chip since last October. Finally got one. And so now I'm looking forward to putting together a new PC, mostly for video editing. Let's see, did you also work with radios in the Corps? I did not. I was a Pogue, so I was in the air wing. Pogue and proud, but I was attached to a Marine Light Attack Helicopter Squadron, HMLA 369. So got to play with a lot of cool helicopters, got to fly around them. I was that idiot that would, pilot would come back saying that the flight controls are messed up and the bird wants to porpoise and crash. I would run out to the flight line, jump in the thing and say, let's go, check it out. So, yeah. So in Ireland, a smart, lazy box. I love Ireland. Been there twice. It's one of my favorite places, my wife and I. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your support. Oh man, that's terrible. Mercedes closed because of the shortage. Wow. Were I an American Marine? Yes. Enlisted out of southern, Champaign, Illinois. Went to boot camp in MCRD San Diego. It's been looking good. I mean, yeah, it depends on what you want to use it for. So I get a lot of questions, and I'm sure Ape gets a lot of questions like this. What radio should I get? What radios are good? And I hate to be the one to tell you, but it really depends on what you want to use your radio for. I've got a couple of Midland HTs, 2 GMRS, the GXT 1000s, and a couple of FRS radios. And as I showed you earlier, I've got this Midland mobile radio. It's a 15-watter. Depends on the purpose. So what I used them primarily for was none of my overlanding buddies are amateur radio licensees. And so those things did the jobs. The mobile units were great for vehicle-to-vehicle communications while we're on the road heading out. And when I say heading out, I mean like driving 20 hours west, as well as on the trails. And then as someone mentioned earlier, having the handhelds just kind of clipped to your visor or whatnot is a fantastic way to be able to pop that thing out, jump out, spot somebody, and just for around the camp communication. So in that regard, yeah, Midlands have worked very well for me. Compared, however, as you might have seen to my recent tests, to the GM30s, these will be my next ones that I take with me as far as GMRS handhelds, I think. Mostly because of the range, slightly higher power, and a little bit more feature rich. The radio you have is great. The radio you want is better. Yeah, I'm learning that. Ever since getting into this hobby, I feel like I have some kind of sickness. I can't help but keep wanting to buy things. I thought I was doing really good late last fall, a local ham was selling a Yaesu 857D. And at the time, that was like the unicorn of radios for me as far as capabilities. So I was able to pick it up. And I've done some, I've taken that with me portable. I took that to a mountaintop in Colorado and stuck up a 20 and 40 millimeter ham stick dipoles and was making contacts pretty much coast to coast. That was a lot of fun. And then recently I ordered a pan adapter for it because I want to make that 857D my new base station rig. But I would love to be able to hook up some kind of SDR to it. No idea how to do it yet, but I've got the parts, so we'll see. Let's see. Do you ever stop wanting new radios? No, but that doesn't go for just the radio hobby. I want a new table saw. I want a new motorcycle. I want like 5 more cars. I mean, come on. Anyone who loves to tinker knows that you just kind of have a favorite for any type of mood. And yeah, because they keep making new radios. Let's see. Again, I apologize if I'm missing your comments. They're coming in pretty quick. All right. Well, darn. All right. I mentioned I needed to get out for some grub, and y'all are keeping me online, but I wouldn't have it another way. I'm humbled and honored. Thank you guys so much for your support, for joining me on my first ever live stream. 46 minutes in. I thought I was going to run out of content in the first 30. You guys are awesome. I could read your comments all day. So I'm encouraged. If you like this, I think I'll try to put together some more live streams for folks. I'll try to come up with a little bit more meaningful content with a planned start and end, so you're not just sitting here listening to me run my pie hole endlessly. But yeah, love computing builders, graphic cards. Yeah, the price. This is going to cost me a lot of money to build this PC that I really want. Oh well. And pretty shiny things. I too suffer from permanent SOS, shiny object syndrome. So, all right. Yes, Alec, thank you all for joining me. Ape, thank you for joining me. Everyone, I really appreciate your support. I'm going to say 73, and until the next time, congratulations to all the winners. Please send me your information. Again, let me pull that up just in case you missed it. It is the dilettante369@gmail or at Tom the Dilettante on Instagram. Send me your contact information, and I'll make sure that we get that out to Radioddity so you can claim your prizes. So, 73 to you all. Thank you again so much. This has been an amazing experience. Never imagined this a year ago. So look forward to the next videos. They will be planning on a review of this Radioddity GMRS mobile unit. And I've got a whole bunch of other stuff planned. Ooh, and Ape, if you're still on, I could probably use yours or anyone else who has it, advice on how to kill RFI on mobile installs. I've got crazy RFI from LED overlanding lights, and right now I'm planning on doing a video on that one. I was able to knock it down by about maybe 10 dB, but the noise I'm getting is insane. So that content's coming up, as well as a bunch of other things. So thank you again. I will enjoy my dinner. You all have a wonderful evening, and good luck on your work week. 73, everyone. Thank you so much.